Hello YouTubers, and welcome back to Go Figure Customs YouTube channel. I had to think about that one for a minute. I just got back from basically 2 months in South America on my latest rotation. I got back last night, flew in from Houston, and it's always good to be home. So the first thing I do is kiss the wife, play with the dogs, and then jump into the huge pile of toys I always have waiting for me when I get home. If you've seen the couple previous videos, I showed you a couple of the Star Wars figures and Marvel Universe figures that I got. Didn't really do much of a review on them. If you're interested, let me know. I'll do a review on them, but they're not that exciting. And the Star Wars figures I'm not going to open. I keep those carded just for a collection. And then I did a review on the Eagle Force figures that I got from the Kickstarter. Really impressed with the figures, and I'm really happy for Bill Murray for getting Bill Murphy. Sorry, I keep saying that. Bill Murphy for congratulations to Bill for getting that Kickstarter out. He went through years and years, like 4.5 years of hell, trying to get this dream realized of his. So hats off to him and congratulations. Bill was a guest on our show, General Geekery, back when it was just an audio-only podcast during the Kickstarter when it was active. So as I mentioned during that video, if you are striking out on your own and have your own Kickstarter coming up, let us know. We will be happy to do a video podcast with you now, and we'll have you on General Geekery so you can pimp your wares. All right, so that was kind of the welcome back video, and then the Eagle Force video. Now what everybody has been waiting for is the new Joy Toy figures, and I have 5 sets of Joy Toy figures waiting because I used Christmas money to get a couple, and then unfortunately my pre-order for Green Planet Valley figures from Boss Fight got canceled. So I'm guessing they won't be getting any more of those figures in. So I had a little extra money, so I put that towards the next set of Joy Toy figures. So I got a bunch coming up. We have the Saluk Golden Legion. We have the Saluk White Flame Legion. We have the 2nd Legion Interstellar Troop set. And then the Interstellar Troop Hammer of Steel set. And then the 1st Legion Steel Spears set. So, without further ado, and I just got out of bed to make these videos because I really want to dig into these figures, but I wanted to unbox them for the YouTube channel, which just went over 8,000 subscribers. That is amazing to me. So thank you everybody for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. That is awesome. I appreciate that. I didn't sit down with a knife here, but luckily it's me. I always have a knife within reach. General Mathis, I think he always said, always have a knife handy because you never know when you might have to kill somebody and there might be cake. Not kidding, that's a quote from him. So we're going to look at, first, I'm just going to do these at random. So the first video, this video, as you will have seen by the title, because I'll have done all the post-production work before this goes up, but this is the Saluk Golden Legion. These are the Battle for the Stars subline. As you know, if you're a Joy Toy fan, the Joy Toy lines have 3 major sublines now, and technically 4 if you count the 1/24th scale, 1/25th, whatever you want to call it, 1/27th. It seems to fluctuate. 1/24th is about what I've been calling it. So they have the Battle for the Stars, and then the realistic military line, and then kind of a subline to that is my dog's going crazy because they're idiots. The subline to the realistic military figures is now the World War II line. As much as I am a history buff for World War II, I really just don't really need a bunch of World War II figures. So Probably not planning on getting any of the World War II stuff. I kind of want one of the U.S. paratrooper sets. I'm kind of on the fence on that one still because World War II figures, I do a custom here and there, but I don't really have a place in my collection for World War II stuff, even though I'm a huge history buff for it. Anyway, Saluk Golden Legion. So we've got the window box packaging. Packaging's one of the things I always review. These will look good on the shelf if you don't open your stuff because we've got the usual artwork, Joy Toy logo, and then the Saluk. One of the things I would like to see from them is clearly there is a backstory to this somewhere that we don't know what it is. I would like to see like a just a flow chart of where these guys fit in. Like, who is the bad guy? Who's the good guy? What's the struggle here? Just some of the backstory is what I would really like to see on this. One of the comments that I've been getting repeatedly was, how much was this figure? How much was this set? And I keep telling people, go to Locker Toys because that's where I get them. Nobody seems to want to do that. So, all right, you guys win. I will look it up. Let's see here. I've got my computer right next to me here. I did pre-order these, so there's usually anywhere from a 5 to 7%. Ooh, they've got the new pre-orders up for some of the new figures. Those will wait till next month, though. So I do, there's like the new figures, there's 3 new figures coming out, and there's currently a 4% discount for doing a pre-order. I think these had like there's a couple female figures that are coming up soon. I'm not planning on getting them. I like the figures, but not enough to get them. But there's a 5% discount on those. I got the pre-ordered the Russian troop, the realistic military line Russian troop figures, and I think there was like a 7% discount on those. And it's the discount goes for a long time because, I mean, these figures, they weren't up probably 2 days ago when I checked, and the discount is good for 28 days. So, I mean, they give you a really good time to get in on that 4% discount there. 4% is not a lot, but you know what? That covers some of your shipping too. So, let me find this particular set. Joy Toy 1/18 scale, Golden Saluk. All right, so currently this set is in stock at lockertoys.com/key/. So you got to put that key in there. Otherwise, you go to another website, and it just becomes confusing to try and get to the actual retail store. So lockertoys.com/key. Currently, this set is 460 Hong Kong dollars. So we will go to Google, and 460 Hong Kong dollars to US is $59.21. There you go. That's how much it cost. Shipping was extra, obviously. I don't know how much the shipping was because I pre-ordered these sets, and they ship them whenever they get them in. Sometimes they'll ship them individually. Sometimes they wait till they have a bunch in and then ship them all together. It doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to that. So shipping is extra, but whatever you're paying for shipping, oh my God, it's worth it. 3 days from their door to your door. At least that's what it's been for me for every order that I've placed through Locker Toys since COVID started, because they had to get a different shipper to get stuff going. 3 days from Hong Kong to you. I couldn't get a piece of mail across town in 3 days now, but 3 days from Hong Kong to you for $59.21 for 3 figures. Is that a bit pricey? Yes, but keep in mind, once again, smaller batch toys, so they're not making these in the volume that would allow them to sell them to you at a lower price. So yes, they are going to be more expensive just due to that fact. Plus, they've got to ship them overseas. That increases your price a little bit as well. But the quality, and I still see a lot of people on Facebook saying that I'm not going to buy these figures. They have QA, QC problems. And I think everybody that's saying that, I don't think they're buying these figures. Because yes, I've had a couple break, but I've probably got at least over 100 Joy Toy figures so far. And I think I've had 3 break. For small batch toy companies, that's a number I'm willing to accept. Because like the Hiya Toy Predators, no, let's use a different figure. The Hiya Toy DC figures. I have 4 of those. 2 of those. I bought the Harley Quinn and the Batman. Batman broke. So 50% breaking versus, I don't know, do the math on 150 figures and 3 breaking. And they usually include the joints to replace the whatever might have broken. So if you've been buying these figures for a while, you've got enough joints to replace something that got broken. So yeah, are they Star Wars or G.I. Joe quality as far as breakage? Yeah, no. But number one, they're using different style of joints, which are a little more susceptible to breaking. But you know what? The QA QC have improved significantly because I've been buying these figures since they first came out. Like the Russian like cyborg figures that a lot of people don't even know exist because nobody saw these things when they came out. I saw the pre-orders on Big Bad Toy Store and got in on the bottom level. The quality on them, the QA/QC was pretty bad on those, and they've improved significantly. So Hasbro doesn't even do that. So I mean, these guys put time and effort into making a better product. So everybody that says that these are shit figures, they're not buying them. They don't have them in hand to say that. Whereas I do. So let's take off the shrink wrap and get into these. All right, so we got the window box as I've mentioned before. These are a choking hazard, not for children under 3, age 15 and up. Which is kind of interesting because this one's for age 17 and up. So, something changed here to make you have to be 2 years older to get this set. So if you're 15, you can have this one. If you're 17, if you're 15, you can have this one. If you're 15, you gotta wait for the other set for 2 years. Sorry, just the way it is. Just the usual stuff on the bottom. Stay away from source of fire. I still think that's good life advice in general. Do not play with violence. Again, kind of, good life advice. There's important information in the instructions of the box. Please keep it in reserve. Yeah. So the English is always amusing.
Is the important information in the box ever in English?
Sometimes. That's a good question. All right, so I really dig how they do the layout of these boxes because it makes it's also a good way to store your figures because you've got a tray in the bottom that holds your gear and then the tray in the top holds your figures. All right. Oh man, I love that smell of that new plastic. All right, so we have the Saluk Golden Legion. The packaging instructions. And then on how to disassemble it. The component parts can be assembled. Accessories, belt, bulletproof vest, leg armor, guns, daggers. Players can match. The accessories are subject to the picture. So the translation is the picture. What's in the picture is what you get. You might not have guns and daggers, but any of the parts are interchangeable with any of the other figures. Again, stay away from fire. Do not play with violence. Leg armor can be removed from the knee joint. The joints need to be inserted and pulled after being heated by a blower. Accessories such as accidental drop while playing can detach. See, that doesn't boy, yeah, they really need somebody to translate this. So they're saying if you break it, you can glue it back together without any problem. It is more convenient to wear and take off the accessories after heating. So, again, English for you. So let's get into this. I really like these figures. So the, all right. So these are clearly not human. So I think these might be I don't know if these are the bad guys or whatever, but if you look closely at her ears, she does kind of have she has definite, like, Vulcan elf pointed ears. So these are not, I mean, they're humanoid, but they're not. All right, so, but they're not, they're obviously a subset of, I don't know if these are the bad guys. I would really like some backstory to know where these guys kind of fit in. All the joints are pretty much the same. This is a new sculpted figure. We do not have a sculpt of this type yet. Rocker ankles, double jointed knees, ball joints in the hips, or there's not a swivel at the waist. However, there's a ball joint in the torso. The head is double jointed with a dumbbell joint, and then the usual joints in the arms. My joints are maybe a little loose, but definitely not, you're not going to break them. The cloth, or the cape, is hard plastic. And I think one of the things that people don't realize that you can do with this harder plastic is that you can heat it up and then mold it to the shape that you want. And then if you run it under cold water, it will retain that shape. So if you don't like how it's set out, if you want to maybe mold it around sides or something like that, heat it up with a hairdryer until it's real floppy, get it in the position that you want, and then run it under some cold water, and it will retain that shape. So let's figure out how to get into the tray of weapons here. She comes with a helmet, which I'm assuming is this one. So this is a interchangeable head. That would be one of my only critique, is I like removable helmets more than I like interchangeable heads. So I would prefer to have removable helmets, but I think that's kind of going to need some tweezers to get these out of here. I'm gonna have to pause this for a minute. Okay, I got a bunch of different tweezers or forceps. Just being in the medical profession, I pick this stuff up at random. It's definitely worth getting a nice set of tweezers if you're a customizer, because they always come in handy. Wait a minute. Okay, I don't need to swap this out. I thought I was going to have to take the joint out of her head to put it into the helmet, but the helmet has a ball joint in it too already, which is nice. I didn't notice that. All right, that makes that a lot easier, because I think some of the original figures, some of the earlier figures, they only had one barbell joint, so you had to pull that out of the head and put the new head back on it. So props on them for giving you two barbell joints. See, yeah, they keep improving these things all the time. And then her weapon is this really cool, sword thing. I think that's awesome. The sculpt on that's fantastic. And then she's got this spear, kind of reminiscent of something that predators would come with. So I'm going to leave the spear, and I'm going to give her this sword. So there's your female figure, which I believe is probably your leader. It just has that vibe to it, you know? So, playability, yeah, off the charts. The sculpt is fantastic. The joints on mine are great. Maybe a little loose, but I'd rather have it a little loose than too tight and then break one. I like the fact that there's a ball joint in each head. That makes it a lot easier to switch the heads. I'm probably just gonna leave the, I'm gonna have to call that a humanoid head because she's not human. I'm gonna leave the humanoid head off. I really like the armor. That face, that helmet is just, that sculpt is fantastic. I really wish that I had gotten into molding and casting, because I would mold and cast up that helmet for customs. That is a fantastic sculpt. So that is your female figure. I'm just gonna set this off camera here so we can look at the other figures. And then I'm gonna go left to right. Whoa, man, look at that. Look at that bad boy. Definitely a new sculpted figure. Joints are all the same in the same places. We get a mid thigh or a upper thigh swivel, double jointed knee, rocker ankles. There is a ball joint in the waist and a ball joint in the torso. Single joint in the elbow, wrists are articulated, double joint in the head, and then the body armor on this thing's insane. So we got like jump jets on the back, you know, like I don't know if those are jets or batteries, and then those are definitely like thrusters. So very kind of, he's got the definitely a new head sculpt because he's got kind of a like pseudo mohawk going, and he has the Vulcan elf ears as well. I forgot what I was gonna say. I definitely have Warhammer 4000K vibe to it. And then we've got helmet for him. And then there's two small joints in there. I'm not sure where those are supposed to go. Wrists, maybe. Yeah, wrists, because he comes with an extra set of hands. So there's joints for your extra set of hands. There's a fist, two fists, and then a set with open, like with a trigger finger hand there. So you've got two sets of hands and then one set of joints for the hands. And then the helmet is ball jointed, so the head just pops right off. This does not have an extra joint in it like the female head does, but the head came off really easily. And we're gonna put the armored head on there. Man, that is amazing. I love the detail. The paint apps are fantastic. All the joints are nice. I don't feel anything about this that makes this feel fragile at all. So playability on this thing, yeah, it's fantastic. And then his weapon is like this spear sword, like, and then there's a pistol grip on it. So this is definitely, and that looks like a magazine there. So, and then a barrel. So I mean, it's like a sword, spear, gun thing, which is pretty cool. Look at the packaging to see how they've got it laid out on there. I don't know what I did with the packaging. It's here somewhere. I just want to see how he was holding it. So the hands that are on there are just like gripping hands. The other set is fists, and the other one is like a trigger finger. So there you go. That's the figure on the, as you're looking at it on the right. I'm pretty sure the figure on the left is the same mold. Might be the same head sculpt. Actually, I don't think that it is. I think it's a different head sculpt. And I think the helmets are different too. I don't think it's the same helmet. I might be wrong on that. Yeah, need the tweezers to get it out of the packaging there. Oops, right in a different hole. Nope, helmet's the same. I thought it might be an individual helmet, but it's not. All right, I'm gonna set that aside. Don't worry, I'll do a picture of them all together at the end. All right, and then the figure, the third figure, same, definitely the same sculpt. Head is different. Man, if you were gonna do a Tuvok custom, that head would be perfect for Tuvok. I don't think, from all the like Star Trek shitposting groups I'm in, nobody likes Tuvok, so I don't see that being a real possibility. But, you know, if for some reason you're a huge Tuvok fan, here's the head sculpt for it. That'd be actually would make a really good Tuvok head.
You just made somebody's day out there.
Yeah, probably. So I'm going to take Tuvok's head off there and put the armor on. So it's the same figure as the other one. So it's like a royal guard almost, you know. He has the grippy hands on, not the trigger finger hands or the fists. So I'm gonna give him a spear here. Again, I don't have a problem with any of the joints. So the playability is fantastic, and the custom, it doesn't want to seem to hold that spear very well. The playability is, here I know what we can do. We can do this. Playability off of these is fantastic. It's off the charts. Customizability, oh my god, I can't even imagine where you would just a paint job is all this would need to make it look just, I mean, it looks amazing as it is, but I can't even imagine what you could do with a really cool paint job on this. I don't. Yeah, I mean the customs that you could make with this thing, endless possibilities. I don't even know where you would start because it'd be so awesome. The one major improvement on this figure that I see is this. There is this joint for the hands. So one hand goes in there, and then this part goes into the wrist, and then you've got this super articulated wrist joint now, which really works well on these heavier armored figures. So yeah, this is fantastic improvement on some of the stuff that they've done previously. I'm just going to take all of this stuff out because it's going to go in a. I get rid of the packaging. I just can't have the packaging anymore because I'd have just too much of it. The only like downside on the packaging is I kind of miss, even though I'm not using them and I have a shitload of them, I kind of miss the square tubes that stacked together for display. I really think that was an awesome innovation, but it probably saves us quite a bit of money not to have those on every set. So, yeah, it just depends on how you display your figures, and you can buy those sets loose still. And I do like this packaging, how it just like all fits together. That's pretty clever. So, packaging looks great. It's going to look great on the shelf. If you're a Mint Box collector, I'm not, so This is going to go in the garbage in about 15 minutes. And playability is fantastic. Customizability is going to be off the charts on these. So hang on a second here. I'm going to set these up, and then I'll do a kind of a quick pan around the figures. Actually, I'm just going to stop the video here, and then I'll just restart it. So hang on a sec. All right, so here's the figures kind of all set up. I guess I could have moved it a little closer. These are fantastic. This is an awesome set. I am really glad this is actually technically a Christmas present from my mother. She gave me like a prepaid credit card for Christmas. So this is what I got with that. It was 3 different sets of Joy Toy figures. This is one of them. So there's your figures there, kind of just like, you hear the dog drinking water in the background, isn't that? How's that for a sound effect? At least they're not farting. They do that. All right, so there's a minute of just panning around. So hang on a second here. All right, so that's the Saluk Legion, I think is what that said. Saluk Golden Legion set. That's the first one of 5 different Joy Toy sets that I will be reviewing today. Off the charts on this, man. This is a fantastic set. If you're like me and like military science fiction stuff, this is not to be missed. I see no QA/QC problems with this. The joints are all really nice, maybe a bit on the loose side, but that's going to prevent some of the breakage that we've seen in Joy Toy figures previously. Paint apps are off the charts. Playability, customizability. To me, this is worth, what did we say this was? $56, I think is what Google's telling me. And you can get an app for your phone. So you can either Google the price, and it will do the conversion for you. Or since I travel a lot all over the world, I have an app on my phone that will do conversions. I think it's XE, something like that. I don't know. Just go to your app store and get a currency conversion app. But there you go. That's the price. Everybody keeps asking me, how much are these things? How much are these things? And I keep saying, go to the store and figure it out yourself. Nobody wants to do that. So here you go. I paid $59.21. Probably not, because currencies change day to day, hour to hour, based on a number of different factors, but that's what it costs today. And these are in stock at lockertoys.com/key/. Remember, you need the backslash to get to the site where the toys are actually for sale. And I haven't mentioned that before, but I'm guessing that you're probably smart enough to figure that out on your own. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below. Questions, I do get back to everybody. Might take me a little bit of time, but I will be home for looks like about 4 weeks. So if you comment in the next 4 weeks, I'll get to it before I go back to work. So stay tuned. I have 4 more sets to go through. Thanks for watching.